Some people fail this visa lottery because of photography. Go to a good professional photographer. Let them take the requirements from their website. Take a picture or write it down. Go and give photographer. Say, tell photographer, this is what I want. This kind of picture. This is what I want. So you might see yourself getting in the US. If you're the first set of people, you can see yourself getting in the United States during January and February 2025. So that's why they call it DV 2025. All right, they don't call it DV 2023. It's because you will be there. It's the 2025 DV lottery. So the eligibility I'm talking about, I will stand in as an African. Most of my Africans, I will focus on your eligibility. But this is a general one. So if you're not Africans, this also stands. Okay. My subsequent video, I will mostly be talking about how Africans can apply, because a lot of Africans really look at this as something big. First of all, your country of birth. Like I said, you must be born in a country that is eligible to participate in the DV lottery for that year. Like I said, if you go to my previous video, I listed the names of the countries in this channel. If you go and watch the previous video in this channel, you will see if your country is eligible. So eligibility, country by birth. If your country is eligible for that year, boom, you are a candidate. Secondly, your education or work experience, very important, especially to Africans. Don't get tricked. I say this because most Africans are lazy. Sorry, I'm really sorry for using this word, but I'm going to be really frank, okay? Do not go and pay people for them to do it for you, because in Africa, especially in Cameroon, where I'm coming from, there are booths, there are computer places, there are shops that just open up for this program, and once the program is finished, they close. So what they do is they collect money from people who come in and say, I want to play lottery, but I don't know how to do it. They say, okay, give me 2,000, give me 5,000. And then you give them, they just take your name, take your information and fill. They don't even tell you that your education or your work experience meets with the requirement. They will not do it because all they need is the money. So you need to make sure that you have the minimum qualification to get into this program. Because if you get into this program, you win the program, but you go and you apply for your visa and it is discovered that you don't even have the lowest minimum education level. You don't have WAEC. You don't have advanced level. In Cameroon, advanced level. I don't know about the Eastern African side. We don't take ordinary level, we take advanced level. We start from advanced level in this program. So it says you must meet one of the following requirements. Option 1, have at least a high school education or its equivalent. Which is what? Which is WAEC, or in Nigeria we call it WAEC. In Cameroon we call it what? We call it advanced level certificate. That's the certificate that you get before you go to university. You understand? That's the main one. Which define a successful completion of a 12 years course of formal elementary and secondary level. So any certificate that you have that do not show that you have studied for 12 years in elementary school is not the qualification. It does not reach that. So in Cameroon, it must be at least advanced. If you have bachelor degree, good and fine. If you have advanced level, good and fine. If you have lower than that, do not. This program is not for you. Option 2, if you have at least 2 years of work experience within the past 5 years in an occupation that requires at least 2 years of training or experience. So that means you, for example, a nurse, you have training, you've been a nurse for at least 2 years. You understand? You should have a work experience in your field that you studied for at least 2 years. Then you can go for it. Third requirement, the DV lottery entry period. Typically a specific entry period, usually several weeks, during which you must submit your application online. Missing this entry period disqualifies you from participating. Like I said, it starts now in October, which it has started already, October 4th to November 7th. Make sure you follow up. Individual entries. You can only submit one entry per person. During this entry period, duplicate entries can lead to disqualification. Do not submit 2 applications. Do not, for no reason. The system will detect it. The system will see. They will know. Even if you change the face or you change the name, they will detect it. What you can rather do to increase your chances is, if you're married and you have kids, you apply for yourself and include your husband and your kids, and then you tell your friends and you tell your husband to apply for himself singly and includes you with the kids. So that is 2 applications separately, but you are all mentioned in it as couple, as family. That increases your chances. But if you go and do it and then do it again for yourself 2 times, the system will detect it and you're out. They might even ban you for several years. You understand? The photograph, the next one is photograph requirement. Very important. Like I said, make sure you go to a photographer. Some people fail this visa lottery because of photograph. Go to a good professional photographer. Let them take the requirements from their website. Take a picture or write it down. Go and give photographer. Say, tell photographer, this is what I want. This kind of picture. This is what I want. You understand? He will give you. They are professionals. They know it. He will give you what you want. Just tell him to put it in your phone as a soft copy or put it in your computer. You use it there. Okay? And finally, eligibility of dependents. If you are married or have children under 21 years who are not U.S. citizens or permanent residents, they can be included in your applications as dependent. Just like what I was saying. To increase your chances, you include your family. So that is all about the eligibility video. I'll be coming up with the next video to show us how to start filling the form and other details about this process. Thank you very much.